All right, hey guys, Nicole and Fletcher here. We are just a week and a half out from launching our product live to the public. We're really excited, and we wanted to hop in and take like 5 minutes and give you some updates on both the marketing and the product fronts. So the first thing that I would say we're really excited about beyond the product launch is when it goes live, we're also going to launch our WeFunder, which, if you're not familiar with what that is, WeFunder is a crowd funding platform where we can invite anyone to invest in our product. And that was a really important strategy for us early on because we're building this product for independent business owners. We want them to feel a sense of ownership with both, their money investing in the product, but also the ideas that they have and the needs that they have for the product to really support them in their businesses.
We know that building a community around this product is going to be the biggest surefire way to win. And so even as early as in the fundraising, starting that mentality and like gearing our language toward that and making sure the product is able to like receive feedback, and WeFunder is just a perfect way to begin that campfire experience.
It's awesome because this company actually changed the law so that anyone could invest in a tech startup for as little as $100. Historically, you had to already be an accredited investor. You had to be a millionaire, essentially. So just perpetuated the rich getting richer. And so we're super pumped to be partnering with them.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to jump in and kind of give you a quick update on product, where it's at now, and some of the updates that are rolling out from staging as we're doing the last bit of testing on that. I'm going to share my screen just so you can kind of see what's happening. First off, even though it looks small, it's actually a big update. We are integrating now our chat bot so that when people are logged in, we have a personalized message. They can reach out to us with any bugs or issues they're having or questions, and we can actually respond directly to them during their session while they're working on it. We also have a really cool feedback tool where they can suggest ideas that they come up with as they're building out, or even view our idea board where we are logging kind of some big hitting ideas, and they can read about them or upvote them, also see which ones are in progress or plan to release or which ones are new in there. So that's really exciting. And then we're also putting together and have a help desk. So we have a bunch of articles that we're putting together, and you can search for those. You can look through the different articles. They're nice. They have images and kind of walkthroughs, and eventually we'll be able to actually tie this together with their session and where they're at, so we can actually feed them help depending on what screen they're working on. So what's cool is through this app already, just through our staging site, we've already got some really good feedback and made incremental edits and like little usability hacks or whatever that people are looking at. So things like being able to jump to your company settings up here on the left. We had some issues with how you updated your proposal slide, so that's been totally revamped, so it's much cleaner. And all that's coming through a pretty awesome, robust analytics system we have through Highlight, where we can actually replay and watch people's sessions when they're in there and kind of see where they're getting stuck or where they're getting frustrated, and actually learn from people's sessions, which is really, really cool. And then just wanted to kind of show you really quickly some of the systems that we have in our team of 4 in our product team. So one is we have our idea board. So when ideas come in, we put it into this backlog where we tag them, put estimates on them, and we understand which of these ideas are going to make the biggest impact, so we can start to groom and put together our backlog, which is here. This backlog has all the ideas that have definitely made the cut that we're going to work on. We look through them, we build designs for them, and then we bring them into sprints. And sprints are just a certain amount of time that we work specifically on certain features. So here you can see we have sprints arranged all the way up till the beginning of November. And this is the sprint we're on right now. You can see a bunch of them are being verified now in staging, and a few more to do as we close out the week. But this is a really nice way to stay organized, build designs for it, have conversations, and make sure that these features are good to go when they hit the true site. And then last but not least, we also have a really sophisticated bug system. So when bugs do occur and we capture them through that chatbot, or us actually doing a bunch of QA, a lot of the bugs come in through many hours of QA, or we are building and using the platform ourselves and making sure it works well. And those tickets all come in here, where we assign them to our team and get those things rolled out pretty quickly, which is really exciting. But one thing I wanted to point at before we dropped off is we do have a few exciting features hitting the market soon. I'm gonna go to it here. Board call to actions. So those are small widgets that hit the bottom of each job board, and it lets you customize, these certain call to actions. So you can bring people to your Calendly link or have them mail you, so that when the public is actually viewing this board, they have a way to engage with you and actually talk to you without you having to be there to turn that into a proposal. So that's really exciting. We also have some all of the billing info. So now we can actually gate our features. We have feature flags, and we can gate people at, the number of seats, the number of job boards and active projects they have going, all through this interface where they can upgrade, and it's super secure. We're using Stripe for everything. So managing the billing and updating their credit card and getting a refund, all that stuff is all baked in, and it works very well. So we're excited about that as well. Gated content is going to be worked on exclusively next week. So I don't have it in staging yet, but yeah, that is, we have finally put our pencils down on the designs for that. So it's actually an extremely simple and clean experience to ungate boards that you decide as a creator to gate behind an email or behind actually money, $20 or whatever, to unlock it. And then the users can basically come, unlock that, view your board. It unlocks all the milestones, and then they can actually look at that. They can, if they end up creating a company, they can take that information, duplicate it, work with it, or edit it, or whatever how they want to. But it's a really seamless, simple experience. And we're really excited to roll that out to you very soon.
That's an exciting one, because when you document your process, you really get to decide, am I just offering this as a service? Am I going to productize this and try to sell it and empower someone else to do the work themselves? You've seen Calendly integration, so even opens up the opportunity for people to purchase your process, attempt to do the work on their own, and if they get stuck, they can reach out to you, the expert, to help them get unstuck, so then you can make some hourly rates there too as well. So it'll be a pretty cool feature, and we're excited to get in the market and see how people are using it. Is that all from a product side right now?
It is. Yeah.
Marketing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So we haven't done a ton of marketing. Anything that's been shared publicly has been organic, mostly coming from me on LinkedIn and some, social shares and stuff. But even with that said, we've had about 2,000 people visit our website, which is really exciting. We've got a pretty healthy wait list that we're excited to announce our products live to here in a week and a half. And we have been sprinting on creating a ton of paid ads. And we'll start running paid ads when the product is live, so people can start buying it and using it. We start with exploring who is our potential audience, what are all the different pain points and benefits and main messages that we would need to communicate to them. So we've got that strategy mapped out, and then that really informs a process that basically we say, what are these main pillar pieces? What's the explainer video to a general audience? What's the explainer video to a freelancer or a creator or a solopreneur? Even though it's the same product, there's different pain points and different use cases per audience. And so we've got all of those main videos created. You can see we're using Frame here. And so there's just a bunch of content in here that will be live on our site. Really want to learn things like, when we talk about being able to turn a job board into a case study, how many conversions does that give us versus using job boards with a client? How many conversions does that give us? And so we just don't know yet until we have real time data to know exactly what is going to be that hook to get people looking at our product, but actually taking action and using it. So we've got a whole plan. We've got about 40 ads that we're ready to go live with to test audiences and messages and channels and all of that. And the goal obviously is to answer all of our hypotheses, prove ourselves right or wrong, make any sort of critical pivots in our content so we can kind of hone that main, ICP and message, so we can get smarter and smarter over time with our marketing efforts. Let's see, a couple other things I could show you. We're building some strategic job boards for ourselves. So as you can imagine, we're going to have a jaunt board called How to Build a Jaunt Board. And it's going to be a really fun, in-depth, for anyone who really wants to understand the value of this platform and how to create a quality jaunt board. We're going to answer all these questions for them. One cool thing I want to point out is this milestone in particular, I'm really excited about. We're actually going to teach the world how to run paid ads. There's a lot of people who start businesses and they never, think that they could do this themselves. They don't even think to do it. And obviously paid ads can be a really great tactic to let people know that you exist and you're selling something, and give them a reason to care, even to empower people. Like, what do you do with all these emails? How do you use these to help grow your business? So we're really not just thinking about like very practically how to build one, but really how to build a business. So that's just one example of a jaunt board versus many. Let me show you one more that I'm really excited about too. We're working on this media kit. So obviously we want free press. We want lots of different reporters all over. We're talking to the Wall Street Journal right now, which is exciting, and some local news sources here in Nashville. But we want to use a jaunt board to provide a media kit to any reporter who wants to talk about us. So we're going to give them access to all of our content, our logos, any press releases, even give them sample headlines. The more that we can like serve everything on a silver platter and make their jobs easier, we want to be able to do that. Also, by doing this is a board that we can share with other companies to make it easier for them as well. So everything we do is pretty meta. We're super excited about it. And yeah, that's the gist. We have a lot to learn, and we'll make sure that as we're getting data, and we're reviewing it in our weekly and monthly check-ins. Anything that we're learning, we'll report back to you guys.
Yeah, amazing. It's super exciting. I just want to take a second to kind of talk through areas that we're really looking at and kind of trying to figure out where it fits in our timeline that we want to focus on, that we know we need to like have some focus on. And on the product side, that would probably be our mobile experience. We knew going in, especially for an MVP, that we wanted to make sure the desktop experience was optimal, because we felt like that was going to be the primary use case of people creating, sharing, and ingesting a jaunt board, because you're usually in that workspace of like, okay, I'm actually getting work done and learning about how things are done. So our mobile experience is absolutely still really quite good for us not focusing on it at all. We've already done a few sprints just to clean it up and keep it organized. But we do have intentions, but it won't be till later 2023, maybe early 2024, that we really do a true mobile experience where we look at the use cases for mobile and then we build the app around those experiences. So we know that the mobile experience might be slightly lackluster or kind of essentially just a reflow of the desktop, down. But we'll just need to. We intend to focus primarily on desktop, make sure that's working wonderfully and well for the experience, and then later we'll actually focus on mobile. So just wanted to call that out.
Awesome. And I guess from a marketing perspective, we are thinking about strategic jaunt boards that jaunt boards can build. We will be working towards a public marketplace where you can buy and sell jaunt boards. And so we think there's a really interesting opportunity for us to answer all of the most common questions that anyone trying to start a business or scale a business could look to us for help and subject matter expertise. And so that includes things like, let me refer to my list here, just, things like how to plan for retirement as an independent, or how to do all the tax stuff as an independent business, how to legally set up your business, how to hire employees or 1099s. You guys can imagine all those types of questions that people might have. And obviously those questions and answers exist on the internet, but we really believe we're building a tool where that mimics how business is done in the real world, which is, hey, I know Fletcher's done this thing before. I want to go to Fletcher and see how he did it and who he recommends, right? That's the power of our tool. And so we definitely want to be able to own a lot of those kinds of jaunt boards and provide those to the public. Also a really great way to get more people on our platform, because if we can put that out on social media and it solves a real problem someone's having in that moment, then obviously that we get more users. So if my question to you guys is if there are any people or topics that you feel like, oh, jaunt boards definitely should have a jaunt board for this, please reach out to us. Please make connections. We really believe in collaborating with subject matter experts and people who are entrepreneurial themselves. And so the opportunity is like get them in building a jaunt board in collaboration with jaunt boards. Obviously, they could go build their own for their own business. That's on the table. But we do own the algorithm and we'll be the brand. So there's a lot of value in actually doing it under our brand name early on. So please, all connections are welcome.
Awesome.
We're working real hard. We're having a ton of fun and we cannot wait to get this out there in the wild and see what people are doing with it.
100%. Yep, it's going to be exciting.
To our angel investors, thank you for being the first and earliest people to believe in what we're doing. To anyone who's about to invest in us through WeFunder, thank you for your support there. Like Fletcher said, this tool is a living, breathing technology that will inevitably change over and over again to support you guys and the jobs that you need to get done. So talk to us. We will not get tired of it.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Awesome. Thanks.